Well, hi, we're driving into the new golf course in Wisconsin as promised. We're going to take a look around and see what's going on around here. I think the big boys out here at the golf course are going to show us around, right?
Yep.
It's Monday. Oh, very overcast. There's a big storm coming tomorrow, I hear. And Gino and I were just talking about his taste in music, which every time I get in his car on the radio, he listens to these sort of, what would you call this style?
Old-fashioned music.
Old-fashioned music, like your grandfather might
I'm an
listen
old-fashioned kind of guy.
Something like that. And it helps him think clearly, apparently. And we all know how clearly his grandfather thinks, so...
God rest his soul.
God rest his soul. Case closed. Anyway, as you can see, it's a long drive in from Milestone Road into the golf course. Hopefully they're going to build some kind of way station with a Wendy's or something on the way in. You think there's a chance that can happen?
Possibility.
But it looks beautiful right now. I mean, for this time of year, don't you think?
Oh,
it looks like
really nice.
They've left a lot of the natural moorland alone, and
yep.
But it's been shrouded in a veil of mystery, this project, wouldn't you say?
Yeah,
Since it started,
definitely.
I don't know whether they're doing any work with plutonium out here or what the deal is. Storing crash-landed Roswell UFOs out here, or what's going on? But we're at the golf club, and we're talking to the man in charge. This is Charlie Pascas. How you doing, Charlie? Now, first of all, what's the official name of the project here?
This is the Nantucket Golf Club.
Right, and how big an operation do you have out here? How many acres do we got?
We're sitting on 250 acres total. We have a golf club, kind of a Linksey Heathland style golf course that encompasses about 110 acres with some of the restoration areas in between.
Right.
Then we have a good portion of land set aside for wetlands protection, and there's also a conservation area of sand-plain grassland off to the northwest corner.
Right, so out of 250 acres, 110 of it is actual golf course?
110 is golf course with another 3 or 4 acres of buildings.
Right. This is a beautiful spot, this vista up here. I mean, you can see everything. You can see the cranberry bogs down the hill here. Yeah. And we're standing in front of the new clubhouse. We're going to be able to take a look around there?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah? Great.
Tom Brissett will probably take you for a walk through there.
Okay. And it's a big project. There's a lot of building going on. What are they building down here? What are these
These are
houses?
our 4 guest cottages. These are for members' use and their guests, specifically members who don't own property here on the island.
Right.
Will be able to come and stay here and be able to participate with the golf club while they're here and not have to worry too much.
Now, I think I've had a lot of talks with people about the golf club over the winter, and I'm a proponent of the golf club. I think it's, like you say, a great way to preserve the open space. Some of the concerns I've had people express to me are about environmental issues, things like fertilizer and things like that. What have you guys done out here to take care of that?
With regard to the environmental impacts of the golf course, we've gone through a complete environmental impact study that includes us doing a long-term groundwater monitoring project that has us quarterly sampling various wells on the property to check for nitrates, check for pesticides.
Right.
But what drives that even more is we have a very good, well-designed integrated golf course management plan that encompasses an integrated pesticide program where we use very little chemical.
Right.
It's kind of a holistic approach to taking care of the golf course. I've done it before at the Hyannisport Club. We were very successful there, one of the first certified Audubon-sanctioned golf clubs in the state. And
if Audubon says it's okay, that pretty much settles the question, doesn't it?
Mass Audubon, it wasn't their program, but it was an international Audubon program. Right. The special permits for this golf course here were presented by the Natural Heritage and Endangered Species Program from the state. And attached to that, under our responsibility, is to work with endangered plants that were found here, specifically the plants that are found in the sandplain grassland habitats. We've preserved some in the area. Nantucket is the only location in the state that still has native sandplain grasslands, this site being one of them. Besides preserving it, we've also, in an area that we were able to take, which is the first time the state is allowed to taking of certain plants that we have in our nursery, has allowed us to take them into the nursery. We therefore are building database for them on how to propagate them, how to move them, what's successful, what's not successful, what works. so that they can then consider other projects in this similar situation
Right.
later on. So it's a pretty good database